Hold on, guys. Currently just experiencing some syncing data to the game because I played this before. So just give me a minute. Or two. Come on, why is it taking so long? Bang, bang, bang. I don't know why it's taking this long. Alright, okay. Oops, sorry, let me just back out. Contains, I don't know the difference. Trials and tribulations. I've been going off of Phoenix. You know what? Let's just try this. Hold up. Cannot earn achievements while in. I lost turnabout. Hey, okay. I'm now starting to get it a little bit, you know? Just starting to, my brain, work it. But, you know, alright. But what is going on, guys? David the Gamer here. Sorry for the wait of the intro. What is going on, guys? This is David the Gamer here with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. This is going to be a new stream series that we're going to be trying to do as well. I'm going to try and keep up with it. I do have to try and continue some Valhalla, but that may be later because I may try and I'm getting a capture card to hopefully fix the audio with it, but I do not know if it will like help it or not, so bear with me. But other than that, we are going to be solving some murders as Phoenix Wright, and yeah, we're gonna be defending our innocent bystanders while also trying to figure out who the actual culprit is, you know? We must figure out who the actual person is. Alright. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this content. If by any chance that you see this video and you want to join in with these, if need be, what I'll do is I'll do one stream, and if you want to join me in this journey of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, you can check out my Twitch channel and join me there. I do not mind having extra lawyers, you know, on standby. But anyways, guys, other than that, let's get into it. We're gonna do it. Depending on how long it takes us to do it, we're gonna do probably episode by episode. We have gotten far. This, I haven't figured... I remember when I used to play this one, I didn't finish. I wasn't able to do this one. I didn't know how to finish it. I was missing something, and I didn't know where to look. But other than that, we're gonna be doing episode 1, the first turnabout. By the way, I will be reading. Oh, what's this? Is that blood? It's blood. Oh. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I just going to skip a little bit. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. No, I can't. I'll just read it normally because I can't do I cannot. My vocal cords can't do a girly voice. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. I'm just gonna have everyone's voice say, welcome. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Of course. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Usually knowing the defendant is kind of... I don't know if there's... Yes. Yes, I did know the client. I don't actually know in court, if you know the defendant personally, like on a personal level, if you can, like, intervene, attend, or even defend them, because then it could be seen as, unfair voting or unfair advantage. I don't know. Someone correct me. I need like law by Mike. I need law by Mike. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I hope I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything is all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! Okay, him I'll do a voice. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nickel! Hey, hello, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. Okay, so we saw the man who framed him, so we know who it is, but we know who it is, but Phoenix don't. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butz. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. Okay? But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear his name. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Order! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Probably butchered that. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, handshake it. I say fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consciously. concisely? Concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. We know it's not me, and we know it's not Mia, who was in front of us. We know it's Larry Butz. The defendant. Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the right bumper to check it at any time, okay? This is like your tutorial of how to do it. Right. RB, right bumper, court record. Right, so we got this. Right. Cindy's autopsy report and the eternity bench. But if we also click right bumper, we can go to profiles. We got Mia Fey, age 27, Larry Butz, and Cindy Stone. The victim in this case, Amado, she lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacked presence, generally bad at getting his points across. You're a bad one then. You're terrible. Why are you here? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Block. Mia Fey, the person standing right next to me. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Alright. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Right, now we're going to the court of record. Time of death was that time. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Poisoned, hit with a blunt object. Blunt force trauma is always usually hit with blunt object. Otherwise, if you're strangled, you get strangled, poisoned. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just... Oh, I'm trying to get voices, man. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court of record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the right bumper to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Oh, what's this? I saw some. Hold up. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information. That might help your client's case. Alright, well, for by the time I can say, man, I will likely be finishing some bowling. Get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Okay. Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumb. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on... Sorry. Well, no, I think it was one. We'll be early anyway. Luckily, we will just hang around. Okay, I'm just trying to do a text as well. Damn, this is not good. A defense attorney shouldn't be checking his phone. Gotta go bowl. Close that sound, so if you want to buy some stuff, you're likely to have to come out. I'll bring some. It was cool. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several... I'm not saying... It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies. Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. This is a very adult conversation. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering. Stop him! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, right. Oh boy, this is so not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering? Have him... Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'll have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yes, I was there, I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butz, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Yep. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Why have I changed? I've changed voices. I've got like the judge and the prosecutor is kind of the same. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saward to the stand. This guy who we saw at the start. He is the real killer, but he framed him. Mr. Saward, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saward, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh God, what voice am I gonna do for him? Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. He looks a little bit sus. He does indeed, Shadow Wolf. He does look sus. Because he is the killer. We know he's the killer. Because earlier we saw him murder the victim, but... earlier we saw him murder the victim, but Phoenix Wright doesn't. We're playing the Phoenix Wright. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Are phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saward used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. Why am I using this for blackout record added to the court record? So, electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay, hold up. Before we do anything, let's just check time of death. 4 p.m. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. But then he just said in his testimony 1 p.m. was the time of her death, so it's gotta have been after. I got a statue, the victim, and this. Okay, now Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. We gotta do cross-examination right now. So this is where we now have to take note of what he's saying and try and either object to it or listen to it. Alright. This is it. The real deal. The real stuff. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Weird is how to say it. Open the court record with right bumper, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay, we got this. We got this, Shadow Wolf. We got this, everyone. Cross-examination. Must listen to his testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. We can press the left bumper to call him out for one message by moderator. Okay, cool. We can ask him more about it. Hold it right there. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice. Yeah. I don't know, he just seems strange to me, that's all. Wait a minute, a little bit of voice. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture? Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Oh, that line indicates how, like, what statements were. Okay, that's nice. At least now we have a reader of it. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Wait a minute. But wouldn't a blackout mean every phone in the area wouldn't work? So how would a public phone? I'm gonna present this. It may be wrong, but I'm gonna present this because if there's a blackout, wouldn't every phone in the area be cut off? Not you wouldn't be able to go to a public phone. I'm gonna put that out. It may be wrong. How exactly are they on all the fuck's sakes. I got it wrong. Right, please think the fact is in the top right we have chances. Okay. Please think the facts over before making an accusation. I don't think that won me any points for the judge. No, it didn't. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was okay, hold up. Where's the death? Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. That is way... This has gotta be the contradiction here, because that is way off of the time. The time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. If this guy saw it at 1 p.m., then it's gotta be that. Point him out for that. And the music cut off, so that means that we did it. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? You're sure? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job. Way to put him on the spot. We found it. We found a key. That's all you have to do to point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Okay. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of the discovery. Okay, so now this is testimony, so I can't prosecute it. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was... Okay, now I can see already a call out. If I'm gonna get this, I can already see a contradiction. He just said the TV from the TV, but they've also said a blackout. Now phones work, but TVs do shut off. They will not work if a blackout happens. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Why am I doing this? I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Mr. Wright. Oh, sorry, Wright. You know what to do. I've got this one. I've got this. I already pulled him out. I'm already thinking like a lawyer right now. I should be a defense attorney right now. Time to discover. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Alright, don't need to press him on it, because we know it's got to be doing with the TV. There was a voice saying the time, it was probably... There it is. Here's where we could call it out. And if I'm wrong, sue me. This is the blackout record that we just got. Music cut off, that means it's right. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarwit? No, I found it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sarwit, the court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sarwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, nope, sorry. I'm getting out of voice because my voice is slowly going away. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness, gladly. What? I need to just check. Didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, was there? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. I want to present it. A statue in the shape of the finger. It's rather heavy. I'm gonna call that out because I don't see anything. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? Oh, I got him with that one. Nice. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sarwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. That is bad. That is bad. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock, after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? No? Maybe? Yes? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole with the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. It did. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. He went into the apartment. You didn't know the victim, please. Honestly, you didn't know the victim. He went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. We're getting him. We're getting him on this. Order in the court. Order! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. So here we go. Mr. Sarwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, I had a clock. I heard no. I mean, I saw. How's the wig? My face. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, given death. He got so angry he threw his wig at me. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is ridingless. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sowett heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries. Ask the neighbors is useless. Try sounding the clock. Try using the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. We will use it. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Alarm clock beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one, cheeky bastard. You forgot one thing? Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem that the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I... Bless me. How am I gonna prove that? Dude. Oh, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers, you're the slime. You lawyers are slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Me, I'm a chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think, man, think. But chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. So the clock being 3 hours slow, think through it, ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Why was the clock 3 hours behind? 3 hours behind. You can either set it like the wrong time, or Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? So clocks. Let's think clocks. Clocks go back time either by you setting it yourself, or by the clock could be 3 hours slow because of the impact of the victim. And they hit it hard. That's a good one, Shadow Wolf, or Emily, but the clock, the clock activates when the head is twisted, so I don't think that does anything to sync. Can you think of a reason? So you got, if it's set 3 hours behind, if an event like summer, winter, or hold up, wait a minute. Wait, maybe it's because of time difference on the time zone. Wait! The clock could be 3 hours slow because of the impact. Wait a minute. Could be because she was apparently arrived home from Paris on the day before the murder. Wait a minute. It could be the passport. She was away in Paris. I'm gonna go with that, but she was away in Paris. Time zone different. Maybe I can't prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Yeah, there's no other evidence I got. It's time at 4 p.m. I think that's a statue. Blackout. No, it's gotta be the passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the day before the murder. So it's gotta be time zone difference. So she brought the statue to Paris and set it there. Find it and let them have it. She brought the statue to Paris, brought it back, but it still was on Paris time zone. Well, Mr. Wright, you said a clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? I do. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. I will. I'll make you eat your own hair. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Because she was in Paris before she was murdered! Right there! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Okay, well, I didn't know the time difference from... I didn't know the time from here, but... Okay. Wait, let me see. Hold up. Let me just see if this is... Time... difference... from... UK to... Paris. I hate that it's not Google. The world clock. Let's go on the world clock. Oh, never mind. This is why you should have Google on your frickin' computer, not whatever it is I have. UK time zone compared to Paris. Paris is generally 1 hour ahead of UK when it's noon in London. Okay, so Paris is just 1 hour ahead, so this is not in UK or England. But okay. Impacted victim. As we all know, the time difference between here and there is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there next day there. Oh. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Samhain? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, man just died. Man just died. Screw giving him the sentence. He just died on the spot. Order! Order, I say! Hey, we proved it. Well, this guy certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, you witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. That is actually not bad. We actually got it in 46 minutes. That is the first chapter of it. And find a true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality. But this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Yay! There we go. And with that, this court is adjourned. Right, what time is it? It's 3. Alright. With that, this court is adjourned. Oh, damn. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And then here's where we're left. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby, number 2. That's some good detective work, Shadow Wolf. Good detective work. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles and it's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Oh, but no, losing a loved one is sad and it's hard to move on. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, Nah, never mind. Honestly, actually, no. Now that I think about it. Never. You know what? Now that I think about it. Is it? She had other people paying for her lifestyle. Honestly, I don't know. That's a mixed opinion right there. That's a mixed opinion on if you should feel bad for them or not. Obviously, you should, because it's a human being, but still, it's honestly like a lifestyle choice. Sometimes it can be distasteful. But, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see all the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent. Yeah, thanks. I really owe you. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I'm gonna assume it's gotta be the statue. Take that in your face! Check this out, Larry. Proof. Positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Yeah, it's like a mix. Like, you get feeling he does. Ain't it cool? I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Man looks so nervous while doing that. Really, I am. Thanks. Let's just go quickly through the profiles. Info, Larry Butz. Sydney Stone. 22. Such a terrible way to roughly go. Winston Payne and Frank Sawyer. It's all actually the same. Yep. Which we then found out he was a burglar. Yeah, thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Alright. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too, we never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Oh, listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Man, that's a touching little story there for an attorney, for a lawyer game. It was a little touching. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me." Actually, yeah, what the hell? This costs money! I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, no. What happened? No. The end. Alright, save your progress up to this point. We're gonna put it in slot number 3. Bring. Hello, this is Maya. It's not Mia, it's Maya. Oh, it's the sister, never mind. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Okay, yeah, definitely sisters. No, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Off as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock. Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Okay. Yeah. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Babe. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. I am going to, before I press anything, I'm going to end stream here because that was the first episode. This, I think, is a continuation of the second episode, which I will try and be doing it in separate things. So I will be back to Shadow Wolf. I will be back if you do want to continue watching this story go on. I'll probably do, this will probably be, oh, sorry. This stream and the next stream I do will probably be the last stream of Phoenix Wright for today. So if you do want to join that, that's fine. Not to say okay, you enjoy yourself. But other than that, this has been Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first part where we saved Larry Butz. I will have a title for it when I post it to YouTube. Hopefully. It'll probably be like episode 1 or something. But other than that, if you enjoyed the content that you have seen, then make sure that you like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow my Twitch channel for live streams. You know, you can come in, join the conversation, ask questions. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't answer any of them if it has anything to do with lawyering. But, yeah, other than that, this is David the Gamer signing off for this one, and also going to do a rerun. Have a blast, stay gaming, and peace out.